food and then
Yeah.
hit the zoo and then on up to
There, go ahead, sit down. Hey, it's me, Manic Mark. We're here at the bunker. Oh, you're taller than I am. Oh my
know, but I
crap!
could lean
You,
down
you
like
surprised me that you were the
I know.
like 4,
6'5".
maybe. 6'5"?
Yeah.
Holy crap!
6'5".
Hey, it's me, Manny Mark, coming in from the bunker system, and I'm here with David Fair and his lovely family. So say hello, family. And they came all the way down 8 hours to see the Van Haven Museum, which is ventriloquist. David took how many pictures?
235 pictures. I haven't looked through them. I think 200 good ones and some blurry and dark ones, mixed in.
There were some very good ones, though.
Yeah.
I've never been there, and I've lived here for 30 years. I feel kind of embarrassed about that. But I got to see the photographs, so now I still don't have to go back to the museum. But I probably should, because it's pretty fabulous.
It's pretty worth going to, I think.
And David's got an extensive resume as a visual and artist and a musical artist, and that goes all the way back to when did you start?
1974, I think, was when we started a band. 77 is when we started recording, and so that was. I'm 61 already. I was 20 something when I started. So.
Do you mind saying the name of the band?
Oh, Half Japanese was my first band, and then several years later I had a band called Cuckoo Rockin' Time. We still played out once in a while with that, and now I'm in a band called Bang Bang Lulu. It's like a blues band. We do like naughty blues songs from the 20s and 30s and stuff.
Ooh, like Please Warm My Wiener?
Yeah.
You do that one?
Yeah. Well, we
that's one of my favorite
yes,
ones.
Yeah. That kind of genre is exactly what we do. I guess I've been in a couple other bands here and there over the years, but Half Japanese is probably the
you made this. This is one I brought. I got this out because this is one of my favorite ones that you sent me.
Okay.
And this is on Amazon, so people could go there. Do you like this one? I should have asked you if you like this one.
I can't remember even.
Halloween
Oh
songs?
yeah. I think that turned out okay.
It seems like it's kind of like a to me it's a concept, like
Exactly.
a concept. You got to listen to the whole thing all the way through, and it builds.
Yeah,
and it's really cool.
Thick
I
Syrup
really
label that put that out is they're great guys, and they asked us if we wanted to do a holiday album, and they said they suggested we want to do a Christmas album or or Halloween or something, and we thought, well, yeah, Halloween sounds right, and now I think we're going to do a Christmas one as well sometime in the future, but Halloween sounded right. We had written a bunch of monster songs anyway earlier than this, and so that was kind of a territory that we were comfortable in.
Well, your writing is excellent. That's what you like to do. The
Yeah.
music mostly is writing.
Yeah, I think I think that's where my strong point is. I think I'm a pretty good writer. I am, for the way that I play guitar, I think I'm pretty good at it. But it's not the way that other people play. I don't know. I've been doing this for 40 years or something. I know 3 chords, regular chords, but I pretty much don't use them.
Do you just know where the finger positions are? Or do you actually know the letter names of them?
Oh no. I don't worry about that. I just do just kind of do whatever sounds.
Until it sounds
good to me.
right.
Yeah.
Do you have to do diagram like, oh, that's a good chord, and then
I don't worry that much about it. No.
The E chord's a good chord. That's one of my favorites.
Yeah, I think. I mean, I don't even know what this means when it's what do you call it? In the key of. Is the key of E, is that something different? Is that the same thing?
No,
because I know like a lot of times Bang Bang Lulu, like like a guitar player who knows what he's doing, he'll say like, well, we shouldn't do these 2 in a row because they're both in E.
Because he's afraid that they'll sound sort of the same.
Yeah, I guess because and I think from hearing him talk that a number of the songs that we do are in E.
Yeah.
Generally, when I write songs, I sometimes feel like it's one long song, and like now I've just written this section of it, and now this is a different subject even, but basically it's kind of the same pattern, and now it's this song is really probably part of this song, and you know, maybe all the songs I've done are
Well,
you know, not,
you're like me, it's like the extension of that creative process you're in right at that moment. So
Yeah.
if you're in that sound, then
Yeah.
the next song I think is going to reflect what you just did before, because it's just like walking a path. So,
Right.
I mean,
I want to tell you this too. The song that I'm just in the middle of writing right now, I was working on a song yesterday about highbrowing. This is something that we've been doing, Bang Bang Lulu, like when we played out, we put some tape on highbrows up here.
I saw a picture.
But that's based on you. We got that from you, from one of your videos where you put on some paint and stuff, you know. And at one time, you know, I had just seen that, and we went to Bang Bang Lulu. We had a practice, you know, and I showed the rest of the band. I said, look at this, you guys see this. I said, when we play out, we should do that. We should get some paint, and you know, put some brows on, and you know, put a little lip on and stuff. And we all said, yeah, that's good. And then Charles, you know, the singer in Bang Bang Lou, he had some electrical tape on the table, and he said, well, you know, cut like this, you know. And he put them on, and we were like, yeah, that's the look, you know. And so then we thought, like, well, maybe tape's just even easier than paint, you know. I mean, but the inspiration came, you know, from seeing your video. So this whole highbrow and trend that's going on now. See, and the thing is now, I don't know if you've seen online. There's a video on YouTube about Mexican pointy boots. Have you seen this?
No.
Okay, they got boots. Excuse me. They got boots, cowboy boots, but the end of them come up, you know, come to a point, you know, like to here maybe.
Okay.
Okay. Well, now that's just getting started. Now they got some that come up, and they come like way up to here. They're like you know, maybe 36 inches long or
You
something.
could poke your eye out.
It's dangerous, I'm sure.
Yeah.
These guys are dancing. It's like dancing groups, and but they hardly dance. The boots come up, and they hold the tips and just sort of dance a little. And but you know, you're limited at what kind of dance you can do because you got these long boots on and stuff. But the video, it's like 8.5 minutes long, a documentary, and I don't even know if it's true. I guess it's true. They're saying this is a trend, you know, in Mexico and in Texas and stuff, and I don't even know if that's even a true thing. But we thought, well, it's cool,
Yeah.
and it's sort of silly, and you know,
really?
I don't know. But then we thought, like, you know what? Why don't we make a movie and tell people there's a trend of highbrowing, you know?
Oh,
and we'll,
okay.
And you know, we'll start with, you know, we'll film a thing, and we'll get people on there, and you know, they'll be going like, you know, oh yeah, you know, I didn't get it at first, but once I tried it, I'm not going back now, you know, like I'm all about highbrowing, you know. So you know, we'll just have people like testifying and everything, you know, and talking about highbrowing and stuff. So then now, just the other day, like we had this festival, Shakemore, and you know, Charles had a tape dispenser on the table, and it said, you know, for highbrowing, you know, so people could just take them out, and you know, so people in the crowd were highbrowing.
Were they really?
It could catch on now. So
Well,
you know, and this is, you know, it's all coming back to you.
Well, that makes me very happy.
Yeah,
What, give you any royalties?
It's not really a money generating thing yet,
Really?
but. You know,
Well, I'll talk to my manager about this.
We'll work on this
Okay,
one.
okay.
I don't know. I'm not sure how we can roll this into something, but you know, you know, I could see it could catch on. You know, highbrow. It's
Well, I was talking to a friend about my legacy,
yeah.
and I think highbrowing would be. I would rather that be my legacy than the video
Yeah.
about Penis Man, which it's got the most views out of all the videos.
Yeah.
That says something about
It's-
human nature and YouTube, I
Yeah.
think. But it would be better if it was something like a tape eyebrows. I
Yeah,
think.
yeah. Well, there's still time, you know.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, you never know. That's the thing about life is you know,
yeah,
that's
true.
pretty much. I didn't know. Well, I didn't know you were going to be here because we talked about it.
Yeah.
But I didn't before that. I didn't know, and that's the neat thing. I've met great people doing this, and it's just this has been this has been it's total fun for me.
Yeah.
I really,
Well,
I really enjoy this.
And I look at that as like, see, I'm in this transition. Well, I mean, we're just looking at TV sets upstairs. You got some old ones. I was born in 1952. My parents bought the first set. I think I got the story right. Like when I was born, like that same day or something, they went out and bought a set. So like my entire life, I've had TV. You know?
Yeah.
But now I'm transitioning into. TV's not even that interesting for me anymore, and it hasn't really for a while. I have it on because it's been my whole life, and I'm kind of used to it. But I don't really pay attention because there's not that much that I find interesting on there. But now, it's like I'm looking for kind of channels on the YouTube that I want to watch. And watching you, that's like my new favorite show. I mean, I got a few favorites, but this is sure one of them. I love this. Every time a new one comes on, I'm excited. Put it right on. I watch that, and now that's TV now. For
I
me.
appreciate that. And here you are in the studio. I mean, you can probably hardly
it's like
believe
a dream come true. Yeah.
Sometimes it's air conditioned, but not right today.
Feels good.
Not
Feels
too
good.
bad down here. And it's almost like a real, because the lights are so many lights. That's the thing.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
It
that's
is.
to make us all, like, the more light, the less wrinkles.
Yeah.
So you get used to it. Yeah.
We filmed this little show at my house too, the Big Baby Show. And we have like kind of a set that stays up. It's like a couch and a chair, and we got a whole look, and certain babies sit at certain places. But we don't have. I mean, we got some lights, but we don't use this many.
Well, but it looks good though.
Oh,
Maybe you've
yeah.
got a camera that's got like a big giant glass thing on the front that allows the more.
I don't know.
Like
Yeah.
some cameras are better. This is okay. We don't need to talk probably, because I could go on and then suddenly we're talking about cameras and people are
But
going to go, oh boy.
No, but I know, but see, you'll be able to fix this, because this is the thing I love about your show, like.
But I haven't. There's nothing yet that I want to
not-
edit out.
But
It's
I
going to
love-
be very long.
I
How
love
long have
when
we
it
gone
skips
on
around.
here? What is it? Hey, it's me, Manic Mark, breaking into this video with this video, which is part of this video, but just not with the amazing and intriguing and creative David Fair. I'm breaking in with the records that he brought me, because it's actually a part of this video, but I thought it would be, I would never. Anyway, go on. Okay. 11. What? I can never read the damn thing. It can't be. It has to be longer than 11 minutes. We've been talking for more, don't you
I
think?
don't know. No, I think 11 sounds just about right. But I don't know. I'm no expert on this. But I'll tell you, like that is what I love. When you skip around and think something great. Oh, wait a minute. Let me tell you this. And then you'll like cut into something else. And
I'm just pulling them out of the box as they came. I haven't even looked at them yet. This is good. On Palace, it's budget, sing along, the all-time favorites, and if I've been doing this recently, the sing along albums, because the covers are great. Here's a bunch of teenagers that aren't on drugs having a good time singing along to the likes of My Bonnie Lies Over the Ocean.
that's a good.
Well, I can do that because David brought me a box of records.
Yeah. Should I go get the records now?
Well,
We'll look
you
at
know
them
what
now,
I'll
or
do?
Save that.
Yeah,
Save that.
because I'll do that, and then I can like cut.
Yeah.
Okay. David, you're the man. I took David upstairs and I showed him this giant stack of records. It's 4 giant stacks together, and I said, these are the records that are going to be traded away. And right on top, he said, oh, I brought you one of these. I'm like, oh. Not to worry about the one record that I have multiple duplicates of, because I do not have this one. I've never even seen this cover. Pres Prado and his famous Latin orchestra. That's Awesome Cheesecake. It's Pres Prado. It's on Ultraphonic. That's kind of an obscure label. And I can put if there's any like that where the comedic timing's just off a little bit, I would cut and I would put in the record thing.
Yeah.
Plus your little girl's like,
Yeah.
hey, I knew this was going to happen with Dad. He turned the camera on. So it's okay for me then to promote your Big Baby Show. I can put like a link.
Oh yeah. Sure.
Do you have your own website now?
See, well, there is a website. I don't know how to find it. I mean, I'll look.
But the
it up
channel.
and find it.
I
Yeah,
can-
there's
I can
something.
do the channel.
Yeah, well, yeah. There's
To the YouTube channel.
There are ways to find it, and eventually, once we get this together a little bit more, we just signed a contract with Channel Frederator, which is it's going to be huge, I think, because they apparently get 4 million viewers a month.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
and we get like,
This is awesome.
Big Baby, I don't know, we get 300 or something, So this is like, I don't mean 4 million people are going to be seeing mine, but like, their whole channel, what they offer. So maybe only 50,000 see it.
Well,
But it's still like quite a bump up from 300,
That's
So,
exciting.
Yeah, it's very exciting. I think it's, I think it's the kind of deal where like we actually, it will actually generate some revenue back to us to cover some of our costs and stuff, which would be nice. Not that we have, giant costs. But,
Well,
they're a
you
little
had to
bit,
pay for the babies.
You know, every time I go to Goodwill, you know, I look in the baby bin. But the actual big baby, you know, it's we called it that because I mean I first bought it for my daughter, and it is a big baby.
That's
you know,
pretty big,
she named it, like the head's like bigger. We got some pictures of her and the baby sitting together, and the big baby's head is much bigger than her head.
It's
You
real,
know,
really,
yeah, and she, you know, she's much taller now, but she used to be the same size, pretty much as Big Baby. So, Big Baby, and then there's Makeup Baby was one that she, you know, she
Yeah.
named it because she,
Really?
you know,
Really?
she had like
Oh, I
put
didn't know
makeup
that.
on him
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you know, kind of smudged. Sort of looks like was run over or something, but you know,
Yeah.
but that was, you know,
But it's funny. Yeah.
it was, you know, those were her babies. But then I start with, what I was going to tell the Big Baby. We've always been wondering if we could really find another big baby, you know, like, cause you see on you know, if you Google search, you know, big head plastic baby, I mean, big plastic face, you know, vintage plastic face giant head baby, you know, like, you get similar things sometimes, but usually not even, you know, usually you don't even get anything, but sometimes you get one that's kind of that, and so there's an app that someone just showed me called, and I don't even know, I think it's called Cam Find. I think that's right. But and this is fun. This has become a new source of entertainment for me too. You point it at something and click a picture, and then your phone says to you, like, you know, that is a bottle of ketchup, you know, or whatever you point it at, you know.
Yeah.
So we thought, well, let's point it at Big Baby,
Yeah.
and see, you know, and maybe it will say, you know, this is from Hasbro, 1942, you know, something
Sure,
like that.
yeah.
But instead, it just said, like, you know, it said baby doll toy.
That was it.
Yeah,
Really?
baby doll toy.
It
Yeah.
didn't, it didn't say,
Yeah,
you don't.
know,
What you
so-
need? You need like a stunt double for Big Baby.
Well,
for the,
we
you know.
we took Big Baby out. We got to be careful. Big Baby's like kind of a
Well,
star
I know,
now, you know,
yeah.
and you know, irreplaceable. You know,
Right.
we were trying to make some promos one time, and we thought, well, let's get Big Baby outdoors because we shot everything inside up until this point. We thought, well, let's take Big Baby out, and, you know, we'll bounce him on the trampoline, you know, or, you know, we'll get him doing some activities. And we were having fun and kind of, you know, getting some good shots of Big Baby bouncing, but sometimes he'd bounce and then bounce off, and, you know, his face got kind of dirty, and there's sort of a crack in it now, you know, and I thought, oh, you know,
Right.
we do have to be careful
Right.
of Big Baby, you know.
Right.
And so, you know, anyway, it would be interesting for us to, you know, and partly because we would have a stunt double, but partly just because, you know, it's a cool looking baby, and we wouldn't mind having another one.
Well, I would.
don't know.
Yeah.
I did see another one, but it was like $95 or something. They had one that was like, it looked like it was Big Baby's cousin.
No, it's not close enough, is it?
Yeah,
Not
but
for
he had like
$95.
cowboy clothes on, you know.
Wow.
And Big Baby's got like a little sweater vest that we kind of
Just got it, you just-
tease him in some of the episodes. You know, we've referred to the sweater vest.
No,
you
and
know,
then
somehow.
speaking of, I noticed you
Yeah.
wear 2 T-shirts.
I got, you know.
Yeah, that's cool.
I got to have one on.
French Latin Orchestra. This is going to be awesome. I may feature something from that album at the end of this video. It's Christmas holidays at Radio City Music Hall. I don't have this one. This has a nice cheesecake cover. Look, it's cheesecake from stem to stern on this cover. Cheesecake in perspective.
Is like what I wear.
Yeah.
And then I got to have one with long sleeves when I go outdoors because I don't like the sun on me. That's
Yeah.
my angle going
Yeah.
into this. But yeah, I pretty much always have on
Look,
t-shirts.
me too.
Yeah.
I'm like that.
That's the way to go.
That's pretty awesome.
That's the way to go.
There you go. Okay. Sock It To Me. Another one. Another awesome record that Manic Mark doesn't have. Sock It To Me, the Now Generation. It's on Somerset. Well, the salsa's really good. I'll let you
Yeah,
be the judge
yeah,
of the
yeah,
Mexican
yeah.
food, but I think they have the best salsa in town.
I'm
And just-
up.
you know,
I'm
we're
up for
gonna
that.
do that.
Yeah, I
So
love
we're
some.
gonna get something
I
to
love
eat.
some Mexican. We're headed to Michigan later in the day, and they got a Mexican restaurant there. That I mean, I know you can cut the stuff out if it's going too long or it's not entertaining.
Well, this part I'll just put
Yeah.
right up front.
This-
And
yeah.
That's pretty awesome. It's one of the better Hugo Winterhalter cover, cheesecake covers right there, okay? Awesome. Hi-Fi Fun in Troll. Is that how you pronounce that? Look at these guys. Get down. Okay, get down, and they're holding each other's knuckles.
I don't know this is entertaining, but listen to this stuff.
Okay.
I mean, I love this. This place we go to, I still call it Emilio's. It used to be called Emilio's, but Emilio passed on. He was like a little tiny man, couldn't speak English, but we would say to him, you know, like, I mean, I think he understood, because I was the guy who would go like, Emilio, that was good today, and he'd go, you know. But the thing I loved, next to the cash register, there's a picture of skeletons, and it said, "We ate here." What kind of recommendation is that for a restaurant? You know, we ate here, and it's like skeletons. And then behind the cash register on the wall,
In a German beer garden, great cover. Don't have that one. On Vox. Psst. This is the one. This is the one. And he said the same thing that I do. Nobody smokes or drinks anymore. It's not romantic. It's kind of funny, but yet here it is, in a romantic setting.
painted on the wall, anyone who ever gave him a bad check, their name and address painted on the wall.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's great.
Yeah. So sometimes
That's fun.
a couple of them were painted over, like, you know,
They
guy
got embarrassed and came in.
came in
I'm
and made
sorry
good,
about
you know.
that.
Yeah. But there was a whole bunch of them up there, you know, and then, so I loved Emilio. Now, Emilio passed on, but they sold all the recipes and everything to like I don't even know if it's a family, but new owners now. It has a different name, and I don't even remember the name because I still call it in my mind Emilio's.
Sure.
But it's even in a different town. It's not even moved 20 miles away, but it's the exact same food. And they got like a cheese and onion enchilada. I think they dice up a whole onion. I think it's like a mountain, and then this hot, gravy sauce they put on it. Oh, God,
Well, I
it's
don't
so
think
good.
this is going to spoil you.
It's so good. Yeah,
But you need a little something.
I love any kind of Mexican. I mean, I grew up in Michigan. The first time I ever ate at Emilio's too. Let me back up because this story's kind of good.
Well, let me turn
Yeah.
this off and turn it back on.
Oh, yeah.
Just so I don't,
Oh,
in
yeah,
case
yeah,
something,
yeah.
I'm just going to save this.
Yeah.
Peter Gunn, awesome. Awesome record. This looks like a really clean copy. That's nice. Like that. This is another. You did amazingly well for just running out and picking up records. Stuff I never see around here. On Rondelet, which is kind of like a budget label. Still in its original. Can I just take this off so you can see the cover? It's the William Tell Overture, but the photograph's so awesome on the thing. It's just, I gotta get rid of that. It's so, and on the back, oh my God, look at this black and white photograph on the back. It's like some, drugged albino ready to have an apple shot off the top of her. Look at that, that's amazing.
I don't know if this
Okay.
stuff's interesting.
On and on,
This
that's
might
my
be-
favorite
This
phrase.
might be the Christmas special. This one's going to be about 45 minutes long. Or
Hey,
something.
it's my channel.
Yeah.
Don't have this one. This is amazing. Art Mooney, Cha Cha Cha. Promenade, another off-label. That's great. Very exciting. Out of this world. I've got Sam Taylor albums. I've got 2 of them. I don't have this one. This is an awesome cover on MGM. Sam the Man Taylor.
I was in high school. It was I was in Spanish class, taking Spanish class. So they took our class to eat at this Mexican restaurant. And I had never had Mexican food before, ever, and I didn't know what to expect. A lot of the kids did. So one of the kids, his name was Mike, nice kid, but he had never had it, and they had a bowl of hot salsa there on the table. Pretty hot, I think, because he took a spoon and thought,
Don't have this one. Oregon Moods by Pierre Andre. Great cover. Awesome. Also on Palace. There's a bunch of great records. The melodies of Lenny Strube and his orchestra. Look at this awesome 60s cover with the stereo. Listen to the stereo. I've never seen this cover. Listen all night. Treasure. I've never even heard of that label.
I've heard of this, but I've never tasted it. Let me try some of this stuff. And then I thought, this was a long time ago. Maybe my brain is like changed this, altered it a little bit. I think I saw smoke come out his ears, like in cartoons, you know, like this, you know. And then he ran, you know, looking for the bathroom. Oh, God, oh, you know, like running around the restaurant. I've never seen, in my life, I've never seen anybody indoors moving as fast as this guy, you know, looking for, because they hadn't brought the water out to the table yet.
This is great too. I don't have this one. Thumbs Tubby, this is a fun cover. This should be Honky Tonk Piano, maybe. I'm thinking Ragtime. Super Manavati cover, right there. Terrific image. The Giant Wurlitzer on Audio Fidelity. I'll get a, yeah, baby. I've got a Wurlitzer right here. Would you like to come into my Wurlitzer room to see my Wurlitzer? Look at the size of those pipes. That's right, it's a gatefold. Fascinating.
Oh, you know, so that it was that, you know, and then at the time it was a family restaurant. This was like, you know, back when I was in high school. But I'm pretty sure that year was the last time they cleaned the restroom. You know, like that, they stopped, I think they stopped cleaning the place after that. Like, and it was, I don't know, I'm not an expert in this, I'm not a chef. I'm not sure if that adds into the flavor, but I think they stopped cleaning the grill. They just stopped cleaning, you know. So, well, I don't mean to, maybe this wasn't named Emilio's, I'm not trying to.
A wonderful George Shearing cover, one of my favorites, black satin. She's wearing a liquid metal dress, like from the Terminator, but it's just a dress. It doesn't kill people. The dress doesn't. Never mind, go on. Frank Choxfield. I don't have this one. You, interesting title, great cover image. On London, awesome. Goodwill, 47 cents. How come these records are priced so weird? 42 prices a record at 47 cents.
I don't, you know, maybe I'm getting into territory here where I don't want to offend anybody. But I don't think it was called Emilio's. I can't remember the name of the restaurant.
Is that so they don't have to mess with weird tax or something like that? Because like that other record was $1.37 or something weird like that. And I'm taking a sticker off right now, and I shouldn't bother, but you know how I am about stickers on the front of my records. I'm only taking half of it off because I don't want to take up too much time. Here's another one. This is another. There are few Manavati records I would collect, but I would collect them for the cover. And that's an awesome Cheesecake Manavati cover. I don't have it. And here's another. This is another awesome record. I'm thinking about moving up where you're all from because I don't find these records like this down here. This almost looks like it's a Bell Records. I never heard of it. The great 60s cover, Bob Cuban and the In-Men.
With some Mexican restaurant, yeah. but they
we don't need libel issues here.
Yeah. I can't remember what it's called. I'm pretty sure it wasn't Emilio's though. But they had, but they stopped cleaning, and it was like, so I go back years later, and it was impossible. You couldn't wash your hands because if you washed your hands, and then you had to touch the faucet to turn it back off, you would need to wash them again. You know, like it was kind of nasty, but. And there they are on the back. Just looks like a great record to me. What a stack of records. Provocative Percussion. One of the series of Enoch Light and Light Brigade albums. There's 3 or 4 of them. I can't remember exactly. They're great. They're great records. He's highly underrated, Enoch Light. I love that. It's probably a better copy than the one I got too. And this is awesome. Another awesome cover on Arce that I haven't seen before. Let's see, what's the date? 1956. Michael Antoni and his orchestra. Awesome. And it's the mono version of no, Quiet Village. I got that wrong. The food was so good. It was like, oh my gosh, the food was so good. And so now I still go back anytime I go to Michigan. From my house, it's 11 hours. You know, each way, 22 hours for a meal. If I were to just go, and I haven't done that yet. I haven't gone just for a meal, but it's that good that it would be worth driving 22 hours. That's how good this is.
Well, we should probably say what the name is then, so that people know.
Well,
because I'm sure they clean their bathroom.
Yeah, and actually, this when it was called Emilio's. Now I just remembered it is Emilio's.
Yeah.
But when they cleaned the bathroom, I mean when they sold it. I mean, you know, it's not that building's probably not even there anymore. It's a
Oh,
whole
okay.
different thing.
Oh, okay.
And now I haven't even been in the new bathroom, but it's a
And you're
totally
gonna-
different thing.
and
It's
you're
just the
gonna-
same recipes, you know.
And you
But that's
guys,
what I'm.
okay, well, we need to find out. What you think of it?
You know,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. But it's, oh my God, it's so good. And, you know, and so we're going to get some Mexican today, you know, when we wrap this up in a little bit. But
I don't remember her name, but this is Mark Denny's favorite model. She appeared on a number of his earlier albums. She was very exotic looking, that young lady. This is terrific.
I mean, this really is the top, I think, that Emil is. But you know, Mexican, you know, how are you going to go wrong there?
No,
really.
I don't. I think it'll be okay.
We had some good Chinese food last night.
Did you?
Wok was in the title. I don't know. I think we were in Fort Mitchell. I don't know. And it was, I'm going to say it was the Golden Wok, but I don't know that that's it.
Was it a buffet?
No, it was like a fancy, pretty fancy, like kind of like, fancy like, you know, like I've just driven past Las Vegas. I've never gone to, but this is like fancy, like how I imagine Las Vegas restaurants would look. That sort of fancy, you know, like kind of, you know, lights, chandelier lights hanging and stuff all over, and you know.
Drove all the way down here. They're going to the zoo. They're going to have a good time there. And they're going to a wedding deal. And their little girl, Harper, was just so, you know, this is not like, she's well behaved. I'm just going to say it. You know, I don't know if kids like to hear that or not. They're like, well, if I'm well behaved, I'm just not going to be well behaved tomorrow because that is not cool. But it is cool. And you were, and she was just so cute and just just a very nice young lady. And lunch was wonderful. Everybody was wonderful. And I had an amazing good time. And now I got a stack of super records to go through on top of it. And on top of that, all the video you've just seen here is a musical sample direct from David Fair, who picked out for me, Manic Mark, a really, and I mean this sincerely, a really good stack of records that I'd be happy to find down here.
Yeah.
Well, should we?
Yeah. What should we do?
Well, I'm going to drive, and then you could follow me.
Okay.
I'm going to
perfect.
take the green Jeep.
Okay.
And
perfect.
if somebody wants to ride in with the